Have you checked out ChevetteReport.com? It's the newest cigar media outlet to keep you in the know with all things cigar lifestyle related. From press releases to reviews, we have it all covered. Be some of our first members to join ChevetteReport.com and be a part of the next step in the cigar culture. ChevetteReport.com.
Ha! That's right. Chief's not here. I'm here. The first lady's here. No Chief. That's right. So I need a favor. Bragging rights. We need to hit 20 real fast. So if you can, contact your friends and say, hey, log on real quick because we want to let it be known that that we can pull 20 just like Chief can. But Chief's a little under the weather. He's doing he'll probably pipe in every once in a while. He's running it from home. He just was really feeling bummy and under the weather, and we wanted to make sure. Oh, there we go with the Chiron.
But you know what?
Please, we got to have 20. We got to hit 20. He's not going to tell me we got 20, but we got to hit 20. And I'm not gonna put it on my phone. I'm not gonna cheat. But we got to hit 20.
Yeah, I don't have it on my phone either, so we're not cheating.
So,
not cheating tonight.
But it doesn't tell me how many, and so y'all have to keep him honest. Jay Bates says, BTCG, we need you to sing. Now, I am not as good as Chief is with all the comments trying to run through, but like I said, Chief wasn't feeling so hot today, and so he made the committed decision that he just wanted to lay out a little bit, but we're still running the show. The show must go on. First Lady, say hello.
Hello, everyone. So what are they wanting you to sing?
They just like when I sing.
Oh. I'm still standing better than I ever was. That should be the title of the show. Better than it ever was.
Ooh. Wasn't there one from Tina Turner that goes, simply the best, better than all the rest?
Yeah.
Right?
Was that Tina Turner?
I believe so.
I don't have a clue.
I believe so. She sung it much better. Luckily,
remembering names is not something I do well.
Luckily, you do know I am, right?
Yes.
Okay. Luckily, I don't sing in tune, so we don't get copyrighted like Chief does with every last one of his
Does he really?
shows every time.
So
let's.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. And love and tradition of the grand design, some people say, is even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is the tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every scene. It's the bigger love of the family.
All right, so
there it was.
I don't know how long this show is going to go because I don't know if I'm going to let little monkey fingers play with my life like this for a long period of time. So let me get in some comments real quick. Charles Adamson was the first one to say he was here. Mac Bergson loves that title. It's not an agenda. It's a movement. Power to the people. Adam Wolf says, hey, family. He says, I wouldn't say anti-chief. It's more like brotherly teasing and love. Mac says, hey, Adam, hey, Charles. Adam says, hey, Mac, and hey, Charles. Charles says, hey, everybody. D. Boyd, what's up, everybody? Sean, hey, everybody.
Hey.
Adam Wolf, hey, fellas. Jay Bates, hey, with a wavy wave. And the Mac smiley sideways. Adam Wolf, hey, BTCG and First Lady. Mac says, hey, Jay. Well, I got to tell you, y'all just some friendly people.
Hey.
Jay Bates says, BTCG, we need you to sing.
Yes, Spanker. Like and share the show. Everybody hit that like button.
Michael Zakovic, what's up?
We gotta let Steven know that, like,
Semi Flo says howdy howdy to the
his
First Lady as
mojo.
well.
Hello. He gets his mojo from you. and
Chad
I.
H is a hey hey.
Hey.
Bryant Redline Hero Firefighter says, I hope you feel better, my brother.
Don't you agree? Steven gets his mojo from us.
I'm not.
I think so.
Well, Michael Zakovic says, Sammy. Rick Carroll says, hello. Sammy says, get well soon, Chief. Adam says, hoping for Chief's quick recovery.
Jay. Do you know how long we've been married?
He says he's got a voice of an angel.
I
He's
know.
talking about me.
I know.
He's talking about
I
me.
know. That's why I said I know how long we've been married.
But speaking of, Stephen and our mojo and this and that, I just feel like quoting from the wise person, W. Houston is well known for saying, I believe the children are our future.
The W.
Teach
Houston.
them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter
That is what happened.
remind us how we used to be.
That is what happened.
You know what? Because I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow.
That is what
If
happened
I fail,
with
if
the
I
generation
succeed,
following the greatest
at least I'll be
generation of
living
all.
as I believe, no matter what they take with me.
No, from me.
They can't take away my Cheat Talk at 8:15.
That is what happened to the generation following our generation. We believed they were our future. We should have told them, you ain't got a future here, kid. If you're going to make it, you better get out and get a job right now.
Wow.
Then maybe they wouldn't have raised the next softer generation.
Wow. Get a job. No.
All right, so you're going to get show tunes tonight. So I was wondering.
Sammy did say that was Tina. I was right.
Okay. I was wondering because today.
No, we're not giving nothing away.
Today is the summer solstice.
It is the summer longest day of the year.
Longest day of the year. Does that mean this gets to be the longest Chief Talk of the year? Let's not go for the shortest.
Shortest was.
We don't want to do the shortest Chief Talk.
We had so many problems. Chief was frustrated, and we got off pretty quick. It was probably a half an hour show, but we had technical difficulties back when we were running the wire from the house.
Oh, I gotcha.
Oh, Lord.
I gotcha. I think I've seen Steven frustrated on the show before, and he does kind of go, okay, we're just signing out.
No.
See you next week.
But
speaking of next week, I heard you had, like, some promo in to do.
Don't be stealing my thunder.
I heard you.
That's my job with Chief. It's not your job with me. Semi Flo said, hey. Jay says, hey, Adam. Banker John says, get well soon, Chief. Banker John says, 12 likes and counting. 14 likes and counting. What's up, y'all? 7 likes, slowly counting.
And
hey, Hunter.
Really,
hey, Jay Bates.
What are you smoking, Bob the cigar
That's it,
guy?
Chief. Beauty is in the inside. Sing it, big guy. Tim Winters, I love you, Bubba.
I thought he was going to call you Big Daddy.
Well, come on, peeps. Hit that like button. Doesn't hurt or cost you anything. That's the truth. What are you smoking, Bob the cigar guy? I am smoking my personal blend from Hoya de Nicaragua. That's right, the Cinco de Cinco. They took the best. When you go to the cigar safari, you get to go to a Hoya and you get to blend your own cigar. And I was told by the master blender there that it was the best blend that he has ever seen come out of a blending session ever.
And
then
who was that?
Me. My blend.
Yeah.
And Hoya de Nicaragua came out with the Cinco de Cinco, and what they said was they took all those papers and they combined them. They said, okay, how many people used Arapiraca or Riparaca, right?
Arapiraca.
Oh, the voice.
I knew that would call him out.
Speaks.
And the broadleaf or, Mexican San Andreas, and they put all those together, and then they said, okay, we're going to make a cigar out of the one that the people most wanted. That's what they say because they have to write good press. What they did was they took and tweaked my personal blend.
Did they give you any credit?
They don't have to.
Because they surely haven't given you a paycheck.
Because I'm a giver. I want to make sure that everybody has their best smoking experience. And, I'm not saying I'm Steve Saka. I'm not saying I'm Willie Herrera or Nick Melillo.
So for Fireborn up there who said, can it really be Chief talk if Chief doesn't actually talk? He did it.
It could be BTCG story time. We could have story time with Bobby and Squatchy.
He cut you down to an hour. You haven't. It's story hour.
That's okay.
You only get an hour. I say we go for the summer solstice of Chief talks.
I still control the start and stop button.
I have no idea what you said.
Banker Johnson, let's hear that croaking frog again. That's funny. I like that. But yes,
Hi,
Mac
Allison.
believes me. Charles Abner has a Monte Cristo Epic 12 Blue. By the way, there's Allison Trainer.
I know. I said hi.
What are y'all smoking? What are y'all having? Thank you for Adam keeping me on point with that. I'm not used to having to run the show since Chief does such an amazing job.
Michael.
West Tampa Black, good cigar.
He might think so, but no. But he might think so. I think he has the power of the YouTube God button. He can cut us off and cut us on.
Oh, but I can go on YouTube we can always, if it gets kicked off, I can always just pull it up on my phone. We can go live on my phone.
The feed.
We can do that, which is what I was planning to do till somebody decided they were going to call their son and say, hey, we need to do this. We need to do that. We need to do this. We need to do that. Can you set all this up? Can you blah, 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 blah.
I'm just waiting for you guys to hit 20. Once you guys hit 20, I might just end the show. But you guys haven't hit 20.
Luckily, I can't hear Stephen well.
So, all right. So, again, the Cinco de Cinco. If it was yours, why didn't they wait till you turned 55?
Because it's to celebrate their 55. 55 years. Hoya de Nicaragua is the oldest cigar manufacturer in all of Nicaragua. Nicaragua is the #1 country of making cigars and cigar tobacco. And so that was there. They did the 45, they did the 50, and they did the 55.
That's like Adele.
They also
she numbered all of her things like according to whatever age she was when she.
Hoya de Nicaragua also has a cigar, the Uno, which was the official cigar for the White House. When the dignitaries would come over and the ambassadors would come over, that would be this. It used to be when you went to the White House. When you went to the White House, they had their own cigar, and
I did not know that.
You would get that exclusive cigar, and I don't think they do it anymore.
I was going to say, with all the hubbub around smoking stuff, you would think
that's coming back.
That would
right?
be a taboo.
So My Father Tobacco's Baez with a Warsteiner and a Tyson Undisputed for backup. All right, a little Tyson backup right there. Smoking a Nica Rustica Adobe tonight. Good cigar. Good $5 chuck right there. Diesel Vintage. Good stuff. Jay Bates, the Rogue Peppermint per usual. Maybe a cigar later, but I doubt it with this heat and humidity. Dude.
Okay.
Smoke it.
Are you going to read every comment?
That's what Chief does.
Every comment?
Pretty much.
I'm pretty sure he has other stuff to talk about. He'll put comments up there, that he's like, okay, that one goes up there and all that, but he doesn't spend 2.5 hours reading comments.
We do a lot of comment reading.
Oh.
We do. Here's the thing. Chief Talk, when it first came together, it was just a testing. We were just gonna see. And Chief loved it. He loves it, and everybody loves Chief. And so we started talking about how do we need to make this a marketable product for the channel. And we made Chief, he runs this thing, and his drive was for this to be a virtual hangout herf, right? And so the communication between people, you'll see in here, after a while, people start jumping off and start talking to each other about stuff that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. This is a good hangout to get together. So reading all people's comments is just us being who we are in Chief Talk.
I gotcha.
So
I mean, I know and I see, it's interactive, audience interactive, and I get that. I just didn't think that Stephen read all of them.
Pretty much. Sammy Flo, the new wise man Maduro, what do you think about it?
He's the people's reader. Sammy, you might be right.
See?
Yeah, I know. I see. What's this Zycar.com 15% discount code? Chief Talk. I love my baby boy.
Steven, I'm starting to understand.
What are you understanding, Bob?
You know.
What are you understanding?
You know. So we do have sponsors. Well, Chief Talk has sponsors, part of the Bob the Cigar Guy universe. Chief has sponsors on Chief Talk. We have Drew Estate, the awesome family of cigar amazingness, Drew Estate, and we also have Zycar Quality Imports. And if you go to zycar.com right now and you use code Chief Talk, all caps, all one word,
All one word.
all one word, CHIEFTALK, you will get not 5, not 10, not 12 or 13, but 15% off. And I got to tell you, this little thing right here, this tactical, right? This is nice. This joker, it's got a cigar rest for either way, which is really smart because sometimes you want to take a picture with the front of the lighter, sometimes you want to take a picture of the back of the lighter, and you can sit your cigar either way on there. It's got a huge,
Oh, like it's a 4-way.
yeah, it's got a huge single jet, right? It's got that big dial on the bottom. That whole thing right there is a dial to turn up and down the fuel. It holds a good amount of fuel. It's got a neat clip. Not that most people would clip
But
on this
can you
stuff.
fly with it?
No, Lord, no. I was like, what the heck is she talking about? No, I would not take this in my gear intentionally. But this thing runs you about $85, $90.
Oh,
So at
Yeah,
15% off, you're saving almost 15 bucks
Ah,
on
there
this
you
thing.
go.
That's not a bad deal. And if I'm not mistaken, if you spend enough money at zycar.com, you can actually get free shipping. I don't know what that is, what the amount is, but they've got some other things. Look at this thing right here, this paleo lighter right here.
is
Big-
it blue?
It is blue.
Oh,
Big,
pretty.
huge fuel window. You can see through it. It holds a half a can almost of butane. It's got a quad, a monster quad. Look at that thing.
Okay, so let me ask
To a
you,
pinpoint. Look at that.
cigar world,
And it's got a one-sided cigar rest. Well, Sarah would say
do you
two-sided
guys
cigar rest.
prefer
And a big
the
fuel dial
bigger
on the bottom.
lighters or the smaller ones? Like, is it really a preference? Like, if you're going to the cigar lounge, you're like, oh, I'm going to take my big lighter,
Well, you have two.
or do you
have,
go like, I'm going to be?
you have two major styles. You have your desktop, all right, your tabletop, which is a larger lighter, right?
Oh, so that would be considered.
This
a
would be
tabletop?
something that you would share with people. You'd hang out in your personal lounge or something like that. Some you probably wouldn't take to your gear. Now, if you're going to a barn smoker, you might want to take this because you're going to need a bunch of butane to
A
light
bunch
your
of
cigar,
lights.
right? If you're just hanging out, you can get something as small as this little single jet. Nice little single jet. It's kind of classy too,
That's cute.
right? It's got that old vibe. Now, me personally, if I've got to take a lighter with me, what am I going to take? I'm going to take one of these amazing lighters that you can get by going to CHAVETAREPORT.com and get your gear right now. Bob Cigar Guy on one side, Chief on the other. We have it in green, olive drab green, and we have it in the black. The olive drab green, Chief, is a blackened out, so it's a little bit more on the tactical side. Fantastic lighter. This thing will light 60 cigars, easy, quick, fast, in a hurry. It'll toast them up and go. It holds a lot of fuel, and this has had some work put through it for sure.
Did you count all the cigars you could light with that?
Actually, it was this lighter right here. This is one we got from PCA 2 years ago. And when they handed it to us, they said, this will light 50 cigars. And I'm like, nah, I ain't buying it. And so when I got it, I put a piece of tape on the back, and every time I toasted and lit a cigar, I would write a hash mark, and it was over
Oh, really?
60. And I did not light any Lanceros, they're the real thin ones.
Uh,
And I toasted all my cigars. I did not quick light it and go just try it. I wanted to, because this is one of the ones we were thinking that we were going to use
For your
as our
swag.
swag. And I liked it so much that we got it. Now we are looking at new swag for possibly next year. This is the Paleo Pro,
ooh.
right? This can have the same branding.
That's like 007.
It is a
fancy.
single jet, but it's a big single jet. It's got that big fuel window on the bottom. But the cool thing about
Wow,
this
yeah.
is it's got this, which is a punch, so you don't have to carry your
Uh-huh.
cutter. And it's got a draw poker or nub tool where you can sit your cigar when you don't want to burn your fingers because you smoked it back so
Yeah.
far. Nice setup, good price point. One of the reasons we went with this is because the price point was so comfortable on
I need
this.
to hear you go because I'm Bob the cigar guy. Like a 007 kind of thing.
Double O Bubba. I'm Double O Bubba. I used to use that a while back. No,
Yeah, so-
Double O Bubba.
Speaking of swag, Chevetta report, and not complaining, but just asking, how long should Fireborn expect to wait on the email notification that the order has shipped?
Fireborn, you should see that tomorrow. The hard part about my life is that I work at a car mill, and working at the car mill, I leave the house at 5 o'clock. I get to the house, get home about 7 o'clock, and we'll work 3, 4, 5, 4 days in a row. Then we may take a couple days off. We'll work 3 days, and it's a really screwed up schedule. And when y'all place those orders, it was on my last day where I couldn't get to the post office. I am off tomorrow. Tomorrow's my first day off. First thing in the morning after I get my cup of coffee and my first cigar, I'm going to be packing that stuff up. It will be at the post office tomorrow. So if you ordered, you will get it in. We are going to send it priority mail, so we get to you as fast as fast. So the amount of jets is personal preference. I use a double flame or more. I prefer to have the flames come to a pinpoint. I agree. I'll use a single jet. One of the ones I've been playing with a lot is this Jet Line. Jet Line's a good company as well, and they've got a nice single jet. If you're lighting smaller cigars, especially, but if you're out in the elements and the weather, where it's a little bit on the, and that's a pencil point right there. I mean, where is it?
Like, what is the purpose of the quad jets, or like
Preference.
It doesn't serve like a real purpose. Like, oh, hey, this will light faster, or it'll light hotter.
If I'm talking to a brand new novice cigar smoker, I'm gonna tell them to get a single jet. First and foremost,
So
get
they
a
don't
cheap,
burn
get
themselves.
a cheap single jet, because when you light your cigar, you're supposed to hold your cigar at about a 45-degree angle. Let me get a single jet. You light it at a 45-degree angle, and you're going to light it, and what you're trying to do is light the bottom half of the cigar and roll it. You're aiming for the middle, and by rolling it, you're lighting the rest of it, because if you light the actual wrapper, you actually cause it to look ugly, and you
burns
look like a
wonky,
rookie.
right?
And also, it can cause that wrapper to burn first, and you can give you a bad burn. Toasting your cigar is very important. Lighting up that tobacco, warming up that tobacco so it has the best chance of burning back evenly is important. And when you start off with a single jet, it's a lot easier. You start getting into your quads, you really have to pay attention. You really have to be on your game. And
Because when you draw in the cigar smoke, you draw in the heat from that jet lighter, right?
And you mean when I'm holding it
Like
like
the heat, doesn't it? Because I've heard people say smoking hot,
okay,
as
smoking.
in
Okay,
not me.
so let me answer a couple questions. Me personally,
You missed an opportunity.
what? That you're smoking on? Yeah. Thank you for giving me that opportunity again. So, in toasting it up, a lot of people will toast it up, they'll put it in their mouth, and they'll light it and draw off of it, and it'll flare up and all that stuff. I've gotten to a point to where when I shoot the videos, I've gotten to a point to where I can toast it to the way it just needs to be toasted, and then I put it in my mouth and smoke it. Trying to light and look at it on the video, it can make it a little bit user error. So yes, you if you have a very short cigar, you can get a little hot. Steven's actually had his eyebrow burned off before. It wasn't by him.
From
it was
lighting a cigar,
in Charleston. That guy in Charleston
lit it for him.
lit it for him, told him to put it in his mouth and roll it around, and he had a big old huge jet coming off that thing. And all of a sudden I see Steven go like this, and we're sitting there smoking the cigar, and as we're leaving, Steven goes, do I have an eyebrow? And
Oh no!
it had singed his eyebrow.
Oh no! So do you have to have good eye-hand coordination for this? Like,
It takes practice.
okay.
To do it right, it takes practice. Now,
So you could tell a rookie just by the way they light their cigar.
most of the time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I spend a lot of time at work when people start smoking cigars, teaching them how to light their cigar. It's and when I teach my classes, I teach them how to light a cigar, because lighting a cigar, as long as you set it on fire, you can smoke it. But if you want to get the best possible burn, the best possible smoking experience, you're going to want to take your time in the beginning because that sets you up for the rest of your cigar. Now, if the
Because I
cigar
would
has
imagine
problems,
the heat from after you lit it. I would imagine that affects the
as you,
tightness of the cigar that's wrapped in there,
Um,
or it affects the flavor of the tobacco.
it does. If you smoke, that's basically called hot boxing.
That's
If
the hot box.
your cherry is the piece that's on fire, all right. And so if you keep puffing and puffing and puffing, you don't puff and pace, that cherry gets bigger.
Puff and pace.
Puffing in pace.
Oh,
That cherry gets bigger, and as it goes back, you can have bad burn. You can also have acrid flavors. It gets a little bitterer. Yeah,
more bitter.
it gets a little bitterer as it gets too hot. Also, you get a lot more nicotine. At a,
If you smoke it hotter, you get
yes,
more nicotine.
I'll explain that.
Wow.
A cigar runs at about 500 to 800 degrees. The cherry. A cigarette runs about 13 to 1800 degrees.
Really?
Yes, and that's
That's
because
much burn.
because a cigarette
In
is
my generation, you get burned in the side with that sucker.
Can I finish one?
Yeah. Go
Okay.
ahead.
A cigarette is meant to send nicotine into your system to get into your lungs and all that stuff.
So it burns hotter.
Cigars are not for that. So the cigarettes burn a lot hotter. If you heat up your cherry too much, you're actually going to elevate the amount of nicotine that gets into your system. Now, being a cigar smoker, you don't put it in your lungs. It's like chewing gum. You put it in your mouth and you blow it out. You get the flavor. You get nicotine. You can consume nicotine under your tongue, around the front of your gums, and through your nose if you retrohale. But they are very poor nicotine receptors. So you do get a little bit of nicotine, but you don't get a lot. Your lungs is where the nicotine really is really grabbed a hold of and put in your system. That's another reason why the study in England was a 20-year study that said if one person smokes, if they've never smoked cigarettes and they smoke 2 cigars a day, they have the same chance of catching any respiratory cancers from smoking than somebody who's never smoked anything. But if you're a cigarette smoker before you smoke cigars, you tend to accidentally inhale, and that ups your potential. Now, this is not bottled water. I mean, you have to make personal choices as to the things that you do.
As far as like lighting it.
As far as smoking a cigar, I mean,
Okay.
smoking a cigar, I'm not going to come out and say smoking a cigar is as safe as sleeping in your bed. It's not, but it is minuscule in the possible problems that you could have from smoking a cigar. So
Gotcha.
let's see some comments real quick.
All right.
We got a lot of comments.
I know. Oh, Jay Bates, he's on my list tonight.
I love Jay Bates.
I know. I love Jay Bates, but tonight he's
West
all
Tampa
like,
Black, good cigar.
Bob, you're
Good cigar.
funny.
Yes, we got that. Rogue Peppermint, we got that. Bomba Nuclear, all right. Chief Talk Society, we did that. Getting
The
close to
White
20
House
on
cigar was
YouTube.
the Antonio.
It's not.
No.
That's a Hood Nicaragua. I don't know that. So, is Chief running the crawl at the bottom of the screen? Yes, he is. Tabletop versus portable. Yes, go Chief on the keyboard. Speaking of swag, Shredder, we did that. The amount of jets is personal preference. If I use a double flame more, I prefer to have the flames come to a pinpoint. Agreed. Been using my UC spray can lighter lately. That's a lighter that looks like a spray paint can. Single
Oh,
jet.
really?
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
That's cool.
I like a quadra triple for my first light up and toasting. I like a single for touch ups or relights. Jay, that's wise. That's smart.
So does that mean like you take 2 with you wherever you go so that you have those?
Most times, I take 4, 5.
But do you take those because you like to use them in succession, or do you take them because you know?
I take them because
gonna
maybe
be
it goes out.
sharing.
Maybe it doesn't want to light. Maybe somebody needs to borrow one. Maybe whatever. Maybe I just got cool lighters. I want to show them off. Michael Zakvitz's first lady interviewing BTCG. That's funny. Taking to a newbie, then I usually recommend a single jet. And then there's the whole thing about soft flame compared to jet.
That's like a big lighter.
A big. Well, they also manufacturers make a soft jet flame. Welcome to
you're pretty
BTCG Cigars
up there.
101 class. So let me speak on this real quick. Sarah, First Lady, alluded to it earlier. We have, as Chief talked about it last week, that we may have a guest on tonight. We do, First Lady. But we have an industry a couple industry awesomes going to be on next week. And
That means I cannot be on.
correct. That will be the fellows of Quality Imports, Michael Giannini and Michael Giordano, the CEO of Quality Imports or of Zycar, Michael Giordano, and Michael Giannini, who is just the best color commentator, flash guy. If he was in a rock and roll band, he would be David Lee Roth, because he is just Steven Tyler. He's crazy. He's got tons of necklaces, lots of bracelets, shiny clothes. He's a character personified. It's been all through the industry, from one end to the other, and he has amazing stories. I'm looking forward to just turning him loose. I think we are going to take the wheels off the train because they will never touch the rails. Michael Giordano is going to be interesting, talking to us about all stuff, Zycar, Quality Importers, Paleo, and all the other good stuff. By the way, if you go to Zycar.com, use code Chief Talk, all one word, all capitals, you can get 15% off. And if you go to ChevetteReport.com, all one word, you can look at the swag that we have out right now. This lighter is one of the things. Also, you can get a Travador. We've got the green Travador in the Chief style. I haven't pulled them out of the bag yet, but that's okay. This is the Bob and Cigar guy in the black. And then we've got the Chief in the green. So
do they have to pick what? Oh, that was upside down.
Yep.
Do they have to pick what color they want, or do they get both?
Nope, they'll order the Chief Travador, or they will order the BTCG Travador.
So
now,
it's not an and.
you can get the Chief Travador or the BTCG Travador. You can get the Chief lighter or the BTCG lighter. The lighters are the same, except on Chiefs, which is olive drab green, the Chief is in black, but they both will have this gorgeous rhino on the other side. That's funny. He blocked me out. Put it over there. Look at it. There it is. There it is. Ha ha. Ah, over there too. Ha ha ha. So you also can get cutters. We have two cutters. They come in a kit. One has the Chief logo on it. One has the BTCG logo on it. You can get both of those as a set. But if you buy the Travador kit, if you buy the Chief kit, you're going to get the Chief lighter. You're going to get the Chief cutter. You're going to get the Chief Travador. And you're also going to get from our friends at Laser Us this awesome cigar rest. Chief on one side, Bob the Cigar Guy on the other side. That will come in either the Bob the Cigar Guy or the Chief Travador set, right? You spend over $50, I think it is, you get free shipping. So
yeah, that's that's a thing. That thing where you turn
it's called a Firebird.
Firebird.
It's Firebird. You can put it in Zippos. They also have a couple companies have lighters that can do both. There's the merch right there. You go to ChevetteReport.com and you click on the orange merch button at the top, and you will see all those opportunities to put swag. And you can see the two cutters, the Chief cutter and the BTCG cutter.
So are you guys running like a off the scene competition of whose swag gets picked the most?
I'm not.
No?
I'm not. I think Chief keeps count. But
what if somebody wanted to get both? They have to buy two separate swag things?
People have.
Oh, okay.
Or you can buy two Travadors, or you can buy a different lighter and a different cutter.
Have a pack.
You don't have to have a pack. That's just the pack. The only way you can get the cigar rest is if you go with the pack. Like that one right there. That's a Chief pack. What are you laughing at?
He's running up the quantity.
Oh, that's funny. So that's if you went and ordered, that's what you would get. And those photos were very well taken by Chief.
Yeah, they look great.
He took some great photos.
Yeah.
He worked hard on getting this up and going. It took us forever. We had a lot of technical difficulties to get this thing going. We were hoping to have it to y'all by Christmas, but we're looking at new swag probably for the holiday season. But don't wait, because we probably won't do these again. I know we won't do the cutters again. We'll do something different.
You're not going to do the swag thing again, or you're not going to do? We're
going to change up, I think, what we order. We've got some ideas. This thing right here, I really like it.
I know, that's pretty.
At the price point on it
Nice.
is really nice. And there's lots of branding.
I'm
There's another
down for
one.
This one, seriously, does that not look like a 007 kind of?
Well, it also comes in different colors. We would not get the rose gold. I can tell you that right
Why
now.
not? That's nice looking. That's not unmanly.
We would not get the rose gold. We would probably go with the tactical gunmetal, or we would go with a black or a green or something like that, or we might split it up. They have one like this that's not the tactical, that actually has places where you can laser etch, and then you can also put printed logo, UV printed logo, and that's something we're looking at.
That would be really nice.
We're looking at different cutters. We're also looking at these heifers right here, which you could clip that onto your golf cart. You can clip it on your lawnmower, Jay Bates, and then you flip that up and you put your cigar in there. The Quality Importers has 2 of these. There's this one, and then the one I thought I was going to be happy about was this one right here. But the spring is so tight, it actually squeezes your cigar kind of cockeyed, and I don't care for it as much. So I'm thinking that this may be the one we go with the branding.
So if it squeezes your cigar cockeyed, does that change the profile of your cigar?
It can bruise it. It can.
Well, you're gonna smoke it. What does it matter?
Look, when you put it in, it matters. It's like if you got a straw at McDonald's and the straw was pinched or cockeyed. It just doesn't. I don't know.
All right.
And some cigars are packed tighter than others. Some cigars are packed looser than others, and because of that, a looser packed cigar might actually cause a pinch or to cut through. It would not cause draw problems, I don't believe, but it would be a difference in the smokability experience.
Jay Bates says, "Yep, use a clip when you're doing yard work."
So,
what do you clip it
What about
to?
when you're doing garage door work?
Maybe. What do you clip it to if you're doing yard? Like, what are you going to clip that to?
Clip to your lawnmower.
If you buy this,
clip to your lawnmower.
Let's say you buy this, right? Where are you taking this?
On your lawnmower.
Is that it?
No, I mean
in general. Where are you taking that?
You could put your cigar right like that.
Right.
You could stick it on your hat. Right?
But really, where are you taking that big old hawking clip?
Well, it's not a big old hawking clip. It's not.
Put that in your hand. You have a rather large, manly hand.
This
right?
This is not something that you would take
so
everywhere.
Put your hand up and then put the clip.
I could see taking it to the beach. I can see clipping it on something on the beach because you don't want to lay it in the sand. Anywhere that you don't want to sit your cigar down. You go to a place. You go to a public park. You don't want to sit it on the picnic table because somebody might have had their kid changing their diaper on the picnic table, and you don't want to get that bacteria. This is a way that you could sit that on there. But you could also get a cigar rest, or you get a lighter that you could sit it on. It's just another accessory. In all honesty, you don't need cutters. You don't need lighters. You could use a big lighter. You could use a stick out of a fire.
Well, right, but I get that that's the swag thing. I like swag. It's pretty cool. Rick says he uses one on his golf cart. So there you go.
You can hook it on your truck. You could be working somewhere and you just want to put it somewhere. You didn't take an ashtray with you, and you don't want to sit it down. You have a thing to sit it. A lot of companies are making lighters now that have some kind of rest that you can put it on, or it sits that way or whatever. But it's just another opportunity to have something cool. So
I gotcha. I just wonder, you can't just throw that in your pocket. You got to have almost an accessory kit, or like he was saying, your golf cart is in your garage or in your driveway and you just clip it on. But that's you almost have to have a bag or something for that.
A lot of people do. A lot of people carry backpacks when they go to a lounge. They'll carry a 10-count Travador. I wouldn't do it in a 5-count Travador because we don't have much room for cigars, but a 10-count, you could throw that in the bottom with your lighter and your cutter, throw some cigars on top, and you're good to go. And it's just cool because if you pull this out and it's got Bob the Cigar Guy and Chief on it, and you go to somewhere where you're hanging out with friends and you clip it on, they're like, man, that's cool. I wish I had something like that. Right? So something like that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, there you go. Clip it on the wife's bag so she can carry your cigar for you. That's happening.
No.
Could you imagine?
No.
No. But I hear fanny packs are coming back in.
I used to rock the fanny pack.
I know you did.
I was rocking it good.
I know you were.
I looked good.
I know you did.
It was
Still cute. You still got it.
It was alligator. It was alligator pleather with gold accents, gold shiny accents.
Again, that's why I say like this
That's
just
not
kind
gold.
of
That's rose gold.
fits your profile
No.
of like swagaliciousness.
No. That fits my profile.
Oops, I knocked your lighter thing.
Knocking my lighters down.
I did.
Another thing we looked at, which was this heifer right here. I think it's the Evolution, I think is what it's called. And it's got a very strong spring.
Yeah, that's the one you guys were trying to figure out.
Yeah, it's kind of neat and cool, but
ago.
I don't know if it would be something that I would use every day.
You know, I would almost be scared to get my finger in that sucker.
It's sharp. It's sharp. That's
That
for
would
sure.
suck.
So, right. But swag is real. I mean, look.
I know.
How many lighters I got sitting right here?
I know. Swag is real.
You got tons and tons of lighters. So.
Jay Bates, what you gonna do if you clip that thing on the steering wheel? What you gonna do if you got to turn? You gonna burn yourself.
No.
And how hot does the cigar burn? What'd you say?
800 degrees.
That's a lot of degrees. That is a lot.
The fanny pack holster, great story. Oh, somebody's been watching. I told the Santa Claus story.
Did you?
I did. Got my wife to go to an outdoor lounge cigar with me on Friday. A first, awesome. BTCG had those Miami Vice neon colored shirts and a fanny pack. He had that Riz. He did too. And I actually had the jacket, white. I had the white Miami Vice jacket with the 3/4 sleeves, and I had it was a Dayglow shirt, but it was an elevated Dayglow shirt because when you touched it, it would change colors.
Yes.
Remember that? The problem was I'm a sweater, and so the sweat in the armpits, and so I would have lots of colors. It looked like a tie-dyed shirt by the time I was done with it.
Charles, I think that's awesome. When we had our other road dog in here, he brought his wife along, and you know, she and I were sitting and talking pre-show.
Girl stuff.
No, we were talking about the cigar lifestyle that our husbands, our significant others enjoy, but like she doesn't smoke, I don't smoke, and she's never been to a barn smoker, and I was like, come on, like let's go. I'm hoping that she meets us at one of the barn smokers this year.
Me too.
But like I think it's awesome when wives go, and it's kind of a scary thing because like for me personally, I don't smoke. I have you and Steven and Caitlin, you guys will all smoke, but like, you know, you kind of feel like you don't fit in, or, you know, you don't know people in the cigar industry. So it's a little bit scary.
And you think it's going to be boring. Everybody's going to sit around smoking cigars, but barn
and
smoker is...
like traditionally, if you don't smoke a cigar, you're not thinking, oh, hey, I want to go hang out and smell cigar smoke, right? But it's a whole lot more than just sitting back. Like you actually get invited into the conversations. People talk to you, they ask you questions, and I've said it before, like the cigar community is really open and friendly. I wonder what it would be like if like I went to a cigar lounge and sat down or had a drink or got some food or whatever, and like you weren't with me or Steven wasn't with me. Like, would people talk?
It depends on the lounge. Lounges are different. Sometimes it's a good old boy club where if you go into a lounge, if I go into a lounge and I don't know anybody, they may not have anything to do with me because I'm not in their little club. Other lounges are very, very accommodating. It was a statistic about 4 years ago, I'd say, that women were the fastest growing demographic in cigar smoking. And
that's interesting.
And so cigar lounges, a bunch of articles came out that said cigar lounges, tiny hands about the cigar guy, that's funny. Cigar lounges started figuring out how to cater more towards women, how to have drinks that that they would appreciate how they would have better furniture, how the bathrooms would be clean, and how they would welcome. And I mean, even if, let's face it, more men smoke than women do. I would say, and if your sweetie wants to hang out with you and you're like, I want to go to the lounge, and the lounge is a crappy experience, the next time you say, hey, I want to go to a lounge, like, no, let's go watch Steel Magnolias at home.
Yeah, Charles was saying that they had a live band, which is cool. I think it's great when they have like those kind of events where they're not just an inside
Right.
event and it's like focused on just those cigar sales, which I mean, I get it. That's why they're having an event. They want to sell cigars. And a lot of times, if they're having an event, they have some sort of rep there who's got packages and deals.
Right.
And I know, like, we've been to several places together. But like having that kind of bridge over thing, I think it's a great idea. It's a great marketing idea.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. 100%.
Yeah. Oh, so Adam says he tries to introduce himself. So you just like,
Well, Adam's
do
awesome.
you do that? Do you walk in and like, hey, I'm Bob. How you doing?
It depends. I try not to. I don't know. When I go in, I get my cigars, I'll sit down, and when there's people around, some people want to go in there and just, that's their moment of pause. Maybe they've got something they need to be thinking about. Maybe they're going through some struggles. They just want to be alone for a minute. And that's just their moment. I don't want to take from them that moment. But if somebody is saying, hey, or if somebody's, whatever, I'll strike up a conversation with them. But sometimes I'm happy to just go into a lounge and just kind of sit and chill and just drink in the vibe. Other times when I go in there and people say, hey, you're Bob the Cigar Guy, that's a whole different situation. Then we start talking.
Do you automatically switch into Bob the Cigar Guy mode if that happens?
Yes, and it's miserable.
Yes, I do. Because a lot of people only know Bob the Cigar Guy as what he is on the channel. And there's nothing worse than, going to see somebody that you've seen a bunch of times and you think you know them real well, and you know a lot about them, and they're having a bad day, or they're just being grumpy, or they're not wanting to talk to you, or they're wanting to be distant and this and that. I'm going to be very accepting. I'm going to do my best not to have the conversation be about me. I'm going to talk to them about them, and I'm going to ask them questions. And
I've been with you to several, cigar places, and sometimes people recognize you, but for the most part, they don't. Like, you go into what is the cigar sommelier? What are they called when you go into the cigar?
Tobacconist.
There you go. I thought they had a different title.
To do what?
To be like the cigar person. They take you in the...
They're tobacconists.
Okay. But like, they take you in there and then they
Hey,
start...
you guys hit 20.
Hey!
40. Hey!
Woo! What, hey, does this do the...
No, we're not on Facebook.
Oh, we don't do that would be balloons. But I mean, I've seen you go into a cigar place and the tobacconist comes across as the cigar aficionado. And you know a lot about cigars, and like, they never ask you questions. They never say, oh, what are you, a new smoker? Are you a seasoned smoker? What's your flavor for that?
Right.
They don't do that. They're like, oh, you should do this and this and this. And I just watch you. Like, I'm sitting back going, this person has no clue. And it makes me giggle inside. But you are very accommodating, because you do that. You just like, okay, tell me what you know.
Yeah.
You don't need to know who I am. You don't
Yeah.
need to know I've smoked a bagillion cigars and do reviews on them and know what they taste like and the flavor profile. You know the hands that have rolled them.
That's because it's not what it's about. It's about just hanging out and letting that person be a superstar, be the best person they can be. And if I can sit there and maybe I might learn something, maybe I can get a different perspective. Sammy said, in my local lounge, we did a shave and a manicure night and brought a local nail tech, and that brought ladies and also even
That's
men
cool.
got manicures. Not me. My local lounge welcomed everyone, even if they didn't know you, and I appreciate that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
A great lounge. I usually put lounges and cigar stores into two groups.
Just two?
There's the cigar shop owner that just wants a clubhouse where they buy the cigars that they like and they hang out with their people and they make it for them. And then there are the ones who are like, look, this is a business, but I want everybody to have a good time. So I'm going to find out what they want. I'm going to make sure their experience is amazing and wonderful. And I'm going to do my best to give them the best experience. And hopefully they'll come back. I believe in that model a whole lot.
Mac, you're back on my #1 fan list. And Adam says I'm welcome to come to his cigar lounge and hang out whenever he opens it within the next
Charles Adamson, that's nice that you have a wine and cigar shop in the train station with smoking on the patio in California. Well, California. We in South Carolina, it's a lot more smoker
That's
friendly
pretty
here.
cool though. I like the unique. Like I like to go with you whenever it's some kind of there's like a difference.
Yeah.
There's something different about a place.
Adam invited you to go hang out in his shop when he builds it
I
in the
know.
next 2 years.
That's what I said. I just literally said.
Chief, you shave your beard at Barn Smoker and BTCG gets his first mani pedi. Jay Bates.
Jay,
We've already had the mani pedi conversation,
if that
and
ever happens,
never,
you guys
never.
will know he's either stoned out of his gourd.
My family's been
which-
held hostage.
Not gonna happen. He's drunk off his behind.
Which isn't gonna happen.
Not gonna happen. Or his cheese has slipped off his cracker. That might happen.
No, I ain't never gonna get my feet dead. Nope. If a fella
I
wants to
think-
get his feet dead,
I
that's
think
fine.
one day
but
you are gonna get them done because you won't be able to say no. Because it'll be like your toenails have grown really long, and I'm not cutting them.
I got a Dremel.
You
I gotta-
will not Dremel your own toes.
I'll saw them things off.
No. You'll be like the dogs out there running in the yard.
Or I'll walk with tap shoes on my toes. You know, it's just they'll curl
Lot
over
of
my
mercy.
toes. They'll be steel-toed shoes. So
Lot of mercy. Well, welcome in
Supremo Tobacco. What's up,
Tobacco. I know your boy's not here tonight, but he is out sick. He is not feeling good tonight, which I hate. I hate that when he doesn't feel good. That's my baby. He my baby boy. He's the biggest baby boy though.
Sammy Flow.
I don't know why you did that,
Anyway.
but whatever.
Sammy Flow, there is no price that anybody could afford to get me to get my feet dead. I guarantee it. Mac Bergson, I bet you have a red oscillating tool that I can use. That's for sure. The belt sander for them toenails. That's true. Supremo Tobacco Buddy, I love you. Nose hair waxing and Bob and Chief will be there for sure. I tell you what, boy, I ripped out some of my brain when I did that. That was so painful. I still have the waxing.
I don't think. I think you put that way too far up your nose.
We did.
Because you were not supposed to pull out all that.
We did. We weren't supposed to. And Steven talked to some guy or the lady that does his hair, his barber, and she goes, "You're just supposed to put it on the inside of your nose. You can actually pull a vessel in your nose, and you can hemorrhage and die." And so, but you know what? I mean, let's be serious. Nobody wanted to come see us be successful in pulling our nose hairs. They wanted to see us rip out our nostrils, and I think my hair is finally starting to grow
And
back.
bleed or something like.
I don't think they want that, but
I mean,
wow,
people
it
watch
just
wrestling.
turned dark right
People
there.
watch wrestling for the blood.
There's a Hidden Harbor Freight coupon for Icon Tools. Hit me up tomorrow. Icon Tools, no, thank you very much. I will stick with my Ryobi.
You know what's
Right.
funny, Mac, is that we're friends on Facebook, I have in my ads all the time popping up. You might, subscribe to this, and it's all the places that you are selling your tools. They come up all the time, and I'm like, no, I don't want that. But it's
That
like Mac is a subscriber.
That Mac's got grind, that's for sure. He's always grinding.
All over the Facebooks.
And a great pops and a good hubby too. So almost an hour. Yeah, we made it an hour. Almost.
We're doing good for this summer solstice chief talk.
Yeah, we're not going to run long. I don't think. Don't think.
Okay. Well, it's all right. We've got how many people? So Stephen, the voice of non-reason here. How many people have been watching tonight? So you said we hit 20. Do we have
21s?
21s.
A whole. So your streak has not been ruined by your parents.
Correct. You're at 19 right now.
Good job, Bob.
Good job, First Lady.
I know, right? I know. Somebody needs to open up their laptop, their desktop, their cell phone.
That's cheating. We don't do that. We want true numbers. We don't want fake numbers.
Those are true.
No,
they've logged on
no.
Several times.
No, that's not. No. Now, Dan and Diana Burns, they're in different states all the time, even though they're in the same house, and they'll have their phones on or their computer on, and they'll get 2 views.
Sammy, they have put the kibosh on me giving stuff away. Every time I'm like, hey, let me do it. Yeah, they're like, no. And I don't think that's very fair. I don't think it's fair, and it's not fun. And, I have a persona to keep up.
I can't afford your persona.
I have a persona to keep up.
I can't afford your persona.
I think you should let me give something away tonight.
I bet you do. No.
I think you should.
No.
Yeah, if the First Lady was going to do a giveaway tonight.
No.
What would you guys say would be, hey, First Lady, give this away? And it can't be the humidors or anything that's like, wackadoodle.
Every last thing is wackadoodle.
No.
Yes.
No, it's not.
Yes.
I bet there's something in here that I can give away.
There's nothing in here that you can give away.
I bet there is.
Not tonight. But.
So when?
Maybe.
When does the First Lady get to give away something?
Maybe a couple months from now.
Months?
Yes, because we've got a lot going on this next couple months. Maybe a couple months from now.
I know, Mac. They holding me back.
And Chief is the deciding factor on this because it is Chief Talk. But maybe we will have the First Lady on for a First Lady giveaway months from now.
But it needs to also be the pop-up First Lady. Pop-up First Lady is.
Quit asking for more. Quit asking for more.
Give something away.
No.
Yeah.
Then we'll schedule the day that you pop up.
Oh, look what Sammy said. Oh, highlight what Sammy said. Yeah. Oh, Sammy's on my side.
But you can't do that because then you're picking one person over everybody else, and that's not nice.
So it's got to be a random something. It's got to be something random.
Sammy, you're killing me.
Push the scroll up, push the scroll down, and whoop, stop it.
No.
That's fair. That would make everybody comment really quickly.
No.
A Barber and Cigar t-shirt, an extra large.
Fireboard said, when I was married, I'd hold my wife's hand everywhere we went because when I let go, she'd start shopping. That's funny.
That's why he was
Max
married.
says, just seeing you on the screen, First Lady, is prize enough for me.
Oh, Mac, stop. I want to give something away.
No.
Sammy said I can. All right, so Steven, how do I make this random? I got to put you to work.
He's sick.
Oh, give away some of Chief's Dr. Peppers.
No, you know how much it would cost to ship Dr. Peppers, and it's actually illegal. You can't ship liquids. No.
You can if you declare it.
No. I declare no. No. Crazy? Crazy.
I wonder if they make Dr. Pepper gift cards. Wouldn't that be cool?
No.
Like if I could get a Dr. Pepper gift card.
It's called a coupon.
No, a gift card that's got the Dr. Pepper on it. And get Steven to sign it. It'd be all like, oh, it's Chief's Dr. Pepper. I need to Google it.
You need to Google it.
And if there is one, give one away.
You may have opportunities
I don't know where to get
in a
one.
couple months, possibly, to do some sort of giveaway.
See, that is just not random. And everyone knows the First Lady gives stuff away. But you have stifled. I think you're scared of the talent over here. I might steal your thunder. You are holding me down.
This is a family show. Please keep it family rated.
Look. Okay.
Pray for me. Just pray for me. It's just.
You know,
Pray hard.
I see a whole lot of hats up there.
Girl, no.
That,
No.
that
Look, all those
are
hats have been worn by me. Nobody wants my sweaty head hat. They're all pre-bent. They're all pre-worn. Not a single one of them. No.
How many people watched your video on how to bend your hat?
A couple hundred. It was this hat right here.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
He is, Michael. He's like, please don't do it. Please don't do it. I really think I'm going to do it.
What?
Give something away.
Not today.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know how to make it random.
You
That
can't.
would be the thing. Like it would need to be fair somehow.
You can't. Because I don't have the ability to do a randomizer.
I know, but that's why I said Steven needs to.
Steven's sick.
But he's
Steven,
running
cough
the
on the
show.
channel.
He's running the show.
He's barely making it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
He can hardly. He would not come here and miss the
Don't
family
lie.
because
Don't lie.
he's almost
Yes,
dying.
he would.
Oh my.
Oh look! Look what he did! Oh, I'm excited about that. Okay. Giveaway. Oh, is this gonna be no giveaway? Oh no! I have signed my own possible death warrant.
Give 50
Oh,
no
no.
giveaways. There we go. No, make them all no giveaways but one.
That's hilarious. Okay. All right. So I have a chance. I have a chance at a giveaway. All right.
So
it's just about making it impossible. And look, I can't see anymore. Don't put any more up there. These old eyeballs cannot see it.
So how many spins do you have before you say, okay,
Like
we're gonna spin three
out of
times?
5?
Oh, Jesus.
3 out of 5 chances?
Jesus, I thought I was going to be able to run Chief Talk tonight. I really, really did.
See? So look, the hardened, however many we have watching us right now, that looks like a woo, like follow this and you'll get hypnotized. Or what does that one say? I can't see it.
They all say
No,
it's
one
a
of them says
50-50.
something with Mac Bergson. What does it say?
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. Look, read the thing.
Screw Mac Bergson and Jay Bates.
Don't put those in there.
Is that a giveaway?
It's still 50-50 no matter how many you put on there. All right? That's what I'm hearing from Fireborn.
Yeah, Mac, right?
You know, they do love it when I come on. They just don't tell you guys that.
They do say it.
Do they?
They do.
And then they say, what?
No, they say we love First Lady.
Yeah. I'm talking about you and Steven. I'm talking about you and Steven. Yeah. All right. So, are we actually going to spin this thing, or what else is he putting up
He's
there?
printing it now.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. This is 3 out of 5. Oh. Giveaway! That's one! One for the First Lady. Oh. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. Giveaway! Two for the First Lady. Oh. Here we go. Here we go. Is it going to seal the deal? Has your fate been signed? Yes, it has. Woo! And everybody says, yay! He's still spinning because we're going with 5. But, oh, look.
No, they all say no giveaway.
Oh,
That's what I'm
look,
talking about.
Oh, and then this one. You still can't win. Oh, look. That's not nice. No, poor Mac. Everybody rags on you, Mac. But I know they
I don't.
all love you. They all love you. All right. Yeah. Okay. So, I'm going to give something away. So, do you want a say in what's given away? Or do you just want me to
No, hell no. I don't want you to just random pick.
You
No.
cussed on
No,
the
you
show.
dang right I did.
You cussed
You
on the
out of
show?
Out of your damn
Oh my
mind.
goodness, that came out fast.
Oh, that's primal.
That came out fast.
That's primal.
All right, so you want say in it. So if I just like look around and
No.
point at something,
No.
Steven's got a side.
No.
He's not here. That
No.
wouldn't be fair. He might cut me off of the show forever if I did that.
You'd probably grab his Rocky Patel stash, and that's not fair.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. And love and tradition of the grand design, some people say it's even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every seam. It's the bigger love of the family.
All right. I know that Steven was like, don't give away my stuff. I'll shut you down right now.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So, okay, Steven, let me ask you, are you able to like list the people who are currently watching in the randomizer for us? Is that a thing?
Not really. I mean, it can be.
It can be? Okay. But only the people who are like currently watching.
It's got to be people who are participating in chat at least.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So if you're watching secretly and you have not commented, that means now is your opportunity. You got to comment.
All right, so
you're watching.
everybody comment if you want to be in the drawing. First Lady's a thief.
Oh,
and,
so if they want, that's what you want out there for me?
So they type in First Lady's a thief, and that gets her name in the randomizer.
That's not nice. You know, I'm fragile. And social media can hurt my feelings.
You are not fragile.
Yeah, I think it should be First Lady is amazing. amazing with exclamation points. And a legend. I think it should be all the positives. Now, Mac. Oh, I see. I had to read the whole thing. Did you see what Mac said?
You're riding a fence.
That was
Mac
so
Burks,
nice.
and I'll tell you what.
That was so nice. Yeah, it should be positive comments about the First Lady. Because, you know, I'm reading my social media feeds here,
But you've got
and
no,
that could be painful.
you've got no skin in the game.
I got your skin.
I had something I was going to say, but
It's a family show. Yep. Hang in there, Bob. Ron is on your side.
Ron is in
Just
China. He
hang in
cannot win
there.
right now. I'm not shipping to China.
See, Tim is on the line too. First Lady is a thief, but amazing. Yeah. That's right, Michael. Say something nice. It could change someone's life. It really could. So, if you want to be in the drawing, and you are in the continental United States, I should say that, because I didn't know that he was in.
I got a guy that's been commenting. He's coming to America soon. He's in the Ukraine,
Wow.
and he watches our videos from the Ukraine, and we talk. And it's kind of interesting the perspective that he has and how there's so many issues and so many problems and so many this and that. And he's coming back to the States real soon. So
Wow.
Yeah.
That's, you know,
a couple 2-3 weeks.
yeah.
We have all but one continent. We have
Oh,
people who
Ron's
watch
got
the
folks
video.
in New York. Okay, Ron.
We have folks that have watched our videos from everywhere but I think Antarctica. We've had South Korea, North Korea, we've had Russia, we've had China.
You know,
Um,
what kind of places can you stay in Antarctica?
I don't know.
Because I could go on a trip.
We're going to New Hampshire in 2 weeks.
We are. I am so excited. I am so excited. I really am so excited about going to New Hampshire. I have been looking at the maps and like Googling all the day places to go from New Hampshire and how, you know, and Canada is not out of the picture.
We got to go to Maine and get some lobster.
Yes, I am super excited about getting the New England cold water lobster. And there's this place, and I don't think we're going to go there, but it's called the Nordic, and it's up there, and they have
That's that buffet.
Yes.
Yeah, no, we ain't going there.
It is an all you can eat, and they have a time limit. You can only
2
stay
hours,
for
isn't it?
2 hours. But it's all you can eat of whatever
Right.
is on the buffet.
It's a Viking.
So
dinner
like
thing.
if no,
I thought it
no.
was a Viking kind of thing.
no, it's very nice. They have like they've developed their grounds. They have like a lake outside. But it's a 2 hour time limit. It's $135 a person.
Nope.
But if for 2 hours you sat there and all you ate was lobster,
Ooh.
you could do that. You could just sit there and eat lobster the whole 2 hours.
I ate all that lobster and butter. I would tear up some plumbing. I don't think they're ready for
I
South
think
Carolina.
you could almost skip the butter because it's cold water
You know what?
lobster.
The lobster.
Cold water lobster is a sweeter.
Lobster's kind of like cheesecake, though. You
Oh,
can't
look,
eat
see,
too
Jamie's
much.
watching. Yep,
Jamie Vaughn.
giving out the goods. Yeah, but you could literally skip the butter because it's a sweet
It'd be too rich.
lobster.
It'd be too rich. You start eating it for eating's sake.
Yes. Yes, that would be the point. And they are so busy with their buffet, like you have to have reservations.
Yeah.
Reservations for it. All right, so are we ready? Are we ready to spin this thing, or are
Well,
we
I think
gonna
we're ready to shut
it
the
a-
show down now.
Please, dear God.
I'm so sorry for Steven. Not really. I love doing this. I think it's fun.
You got no skin in the game.
What are you talking? I have been sitting here for how long now?
No. You're giving
I'm
away.
working this thing.
You're giving away stuff.
People love the first lady giving away stuff. Oh, that's cool. Not
What?
only does it spin. Oh, here we go. Apparently, we're going with this. Who is it going to be? Who's it going to be? What? You know what? Jamie.
Thank God, free shipping.
Jamie. We can meet up and I can give you. We never even said what I was giving away.
No, you don't. So, Jamie, you're going to get this brand new Cinco de Cinco cigar.
No, you're not. No. Ooh, what's DEA Exotics? What is that? Is that like the actual DEA? Wouldn't that be cool?
Well, his profile picture looks like a badge.
I know.
So I don't know.
I know. Hey, that's kind of cool. Ooh, I didn't tell you.
Sammy, you're going to get blocked, buddy.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
I want to tell you this.
I don't have to be the bad guy. I'll let Steven do that.
You know, I went and saw my
We'll
friend
do it. We'll do every first Friday. Can be
every
first lady.
Thursday. Not nice.
Every 6th Thursday.
So I told you I went and saw my friend today at work
Oh.
and told me to tell you hello. Guess what she is doing on Sunday? This is the coolest thing. And I told her, I said, why didn't you invite me to go with you? I would have gone. She is going to do a Homeland Security class in New Mexico, learning how to talk down a suicide bomber.
No, you're not.
100%.
You're
She's
not-
going, and I would have gone. If she would have told me, I would have gone with her.
I'm glad she didn't
to
tell
do
you
that.
because you're not going to be talking down those suicide bombers.
That would be the coolest training. It might happen in the future. It might happen in the future. I'm just telling you. It is the coolest training. It's like a week-long training. She's going with some of our local bomb squad folks from Greenville County Sheriff's Office.
You ain't going. You ain't going.
Yeah. I think I'm going to do it one day.
I got 2 feet and both of them are down. No,
I think I'm going to do it one day.
you ain't going to do it.
I'm telling you, I'm just giving you a
You're
heads
gonna do
up. I'm going to do it.
Thanks everybody for watching. We've appreciated it. See you next week.
Would that not be cool? Would you not think that that would be cool?
No.
Yes, it is. No. That is like amazing training.
No.
That would, I mean, think of the, ooh, you did it.
I dropped it.
Ooh. It would be fun to go do. And I'm really sad that I found out about it today because she was like, man, I was trying to think about who to take with me to go on this training. And it would have been paid for. The training would have been paid for. And I was like, what? You didn't think about me? Like, how could you not think about me?
I'll have to thank her if I ever see her again.
Yes. I would. I am not opposed. Also, we talked about the critical incidents training, and I think I'm going to do that with her again. We'll see.
We'll see.
It's in the works. Because it's like, that's kind of a neat.
So, you know, a lot of people don't know what you do for a living.
Oh, do they not?
No, they know as much about what you do for a living as what Jamie's getting as a giveaway.
Which is, He doesn't even know. He's so lucky.
Yeah, time to relax.
Ah, okay. So, look, the Nielsen rating for this episode is off the charts. Awesome.
Off the chart.
I hope everybody who's still hanging in there with us has hit the like button for you guys. So, I am a mental health counselor and I have a background in crisis management, which critical incident training, crisis management, um, talking with folks who are not having a good day. So that's my background ish, some of it. But imagine the skills.
And you've done school counseling, middle school counseling, and
Yeah.
and all that stuff, which is a much needed.
But imagine the skills you would learn. And apparently, from what I understand, they're actually going to set some bombs off.
No, you're not going. You're not going.
Yes.
When we're up in New Hampshire, if we eat all that lobster, I'll set a bomb off. You can
No, I don't
defuse
want
it.
that kind of bomb. No.
It's a dirty bomb.
Yeah. So crisis management, critical incident training, like that's some of my background. Talking with people who want to hurt themselves and who want to hurt others. You meet people on their worst days and you help them work through that.
You're married to me too.
Yeah.
You know, and kind of the segue, jump off of that. This month is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yeah.
And I'm left and right on it. I find myself vacillating.
Left and right on mental health, or the month being mental
The
health
men's
for men?
men's mental health, because in all honesty, well, first the statistic that I read today was every year across this globe, 800,000 men choose to end their life due to mental health issues, and that's it's too many. One's too many, but that's just
800,000.
800,000. That's devastating to me. And I know we use the channel as a way to be positive and encouraging. And you know, the whole mental health thing for men is, it's really hard. As a guy, society tells you your expectations you place upon yourself. The expectations that are placed upon you are that you don't talk about your problems. You can't talk to your wife. You can't talk to your kids because you have to be strong for them. And if you ask your friends for help, then you're showing weakness, and that's not true. But
I would say yes.
I find myself in situations where, you know, it would probably benefit me if I asked people for help, but I'm just not willing to ask for help because I'm a guy, because I'm a guy's guy.
I think yes, there are some people who are along that line, but I think, you know, mental health awareness has really become a thing.
And it should be.
And, you know, a lot of people in the celeb world support it openly. They talk about their own mental health issues. And I think now men are more willing than they used to.
I don't know.
But like mental health is an actual thing now.
I don't think society allows men to allow themselves to be publicly vulnerable. I still think there's a huge stigma. And this Sunday on my Bob the Cigar Guy video that I'll do is we're gonna address some of that, and we're gonna address some of the stigma and some of the problems, and the fact that, you know, I'm not saying if I stub my toe or if I have a bad day at work that I need to go get counseling, but there is a time where the sadness, the separation, the anxiety gets to a point to where you can't handle it all by yourself. There's never a time in anybody's life where trying to deal with a short-term situation with a long-term consequence by ending your life, that's just not good enough, and that's not acceptable. And the fact that going through life suffering because you don't want to admit that you need help is not a good thing either. Veterans are very big in that. You're in the military and you've got to be tough and you've got to be that guy. And more of our veterans are coming home and they are choosing to, instead of asking for help, never having the opportunity to ever get help again.
Well,
and
a lot
causing
of times when people call crisis lines, it's so the pinnacle of the crisis is I want to hurt myself or I want to hurt somebody else. That's the pinnacle. So the whole thing about mental health awareness is to get people in the lower threshold so that they never hit a pinnacle like that. But statistics are, and the reason why crisis and suicide hotlines and veteran hotlines work, because some people are like, whoa, somebody's going to kill themselves, why would they make a phone call? Well, because the natural instinct of every human being is to survive. And if they know that resource is there, a lot of times they've already had so much stuff here. Now they're at the crisis point. And the statistic is if I can talk to you for at least 10 minutes, the feelings and that I've got to do this will start to come over the pinnacle. And then you can get someone into a position where they are able to say, okay, this maybe is not the solution that I really want, because after all, they've reached out.
Right. But
if I can talk to you long enough, a crisis does that. It goes up, and then it peaks, but it doesn't go up after the peak normally. But statistic wise, it comes back down.
I believe there's a large group, and I deal with this sometimes myself personally, that back when you had a radio where you had to turn the dial on the car,
mm-hmm.
and you would get almost the song, but you still get the static and it wouldn't come in clear. I think there's a lot of people in life, men especially, I guess I shouldn't say that, but I still think I will, men especially, where you don't worry about being happy anymore. You worry about taking care of everybody else. You worry about pushing back your feelings, and you don't get to enjoy the music of life in its quality and its clarity.
So you've got to go with co-occurring things: depression, anxiety, people whose brains are going a lot faster than everything else is going. So you look at people who have ADHD, because things become overwhelming. I think it's a great thing to have conversations. And this is something that you do with, I think, every one of your videos. You always tell people that they're special. You always tell people you matter. Like, isn't that how you end most of your videos? Like,
most of the time. And it's just the truth. I truly am. And I've talked to people. We've done lounge things, we've done barn smoker things, we've done other things where you just get around a bunch of people, you start talking, and they talk about the channel. And I say, the strength that Chief and I have with this channel is that we want to make a difference in people's lives. Yes, we want to smoke cigars and have a great time, and we want to talk about that, but we really want the opportunity to tell the truth. And society needs you to think you're not enough. Society needs you to strive to be somebody else. You have to be in competition with other people. And the fact is that you're good enough as you are. It's not what you do, it's who you are. And when you truly are yourself, that's the best you could ever be. And that is great, because you make the world a better place just by being there. And I truly believe that it's hard to hear that with all the negative in this world. And any opportunities we have to encourage people to live a great life, we do. That's my passion. But in all honesty, I don't take my advice most of the time. I have my own personal issues, and I deal with my own stuff, and it's hard sometimes to. It's really easy to hear the negative. It's really hard to hear the whisper of the positive. So if you've never tuned in, or if you tuned in a million times, know that you are valuable. Know that I'm not saying that just to say it. No, it's not a tagline. It's a belief that I think that you have so much value. You make so much difference in this world, and you make the world a better place. You are worthy of being loved, and you have love to give. And when you truly allow yourself to be who you are, that's where the happiness comes from, and making a difference in your life and the lives of others. And I truly, truly believe that.
Yeah. So one of the things, and I don't know if people realize this, but with the United States is this past year, like they've come out with a nationwide crisis and lifeline hotline, and it's 988. So instead of 911, it's 988, and it's staffed 24/7
Wow.
with people who can put you in contact with local, like local crisis lines. But what they also do is they talk with you, like maybe you're not having a crisis and you want to hurt yourself or you want to hurt somebody else. Maybe life is just tough and you're overwhelmed and you're stressed, and life is that. You've got work, you've got family, you've got bills, you've got cars, you've got dogs, and all of those other things. So you can text the 988
and talk to somebody through text.
Yeah, and talk to someone, because you will get a live person. It's not AI, it's not a chat bot. You will get a live person.
I'll tell you what, too, cigars. It is a leveler. You can have a millionaire sitting next to a guy who's barely making it. Just to have that moment of community and peace, even if you don't talk about your stuff, but there's opportunities to really talk about your stuff in those groups of fellers. I don't sit in groups of ladies, so I don't know what they do.
Do you guys do that though? Like if you're sitting, like
we do.
Have you ever sat with someone in a cigar lounge and they like just unloaded heavy stuff?
Yeah. Often, not often, but it happens regularly. Sammy Flo said one of the best moments we had at a bar and smoke was someone asked us to pray with him while he was getting a shave. It was a great feeling, and it's okay to open up even to strangers. I think sometimes it's easier to open up to a stranger.
Yeah, if you're doing like you're doing a shave or you're doing a haircut, like I know, bartenders, hairdressers, barbers,
cigar reviewers,
they are like your personal
therapist.
You're getting your hair done, you're gonna have something to talk about. And I think that's kind of like a little safe space. So it's less scary.
So I know all of y'all's lives are great and y'all are doing wonderful. But it would be a it would be a gift to me if when you watch the Sunday video, if you would share it. Maybe there's somebody in your life that you really can't talk to about it because you're too close or there's issues, or you just don't feel comfortable. This coming Sunday, if you will share it, maybe tag them, maybe send it to them in Messenger. I'm not chasing views. We don't chase views here. That's not what it's about. It's about just getting out a message to somebody who may need to hear the message. Early on, and I'm going to end real soon with this, but early on, a couple times happened, but one time a fella sent me a message that said he was at the end of his rope, and he decided that today was the last day that he was going to ever have to struggle. And he was coming home from work, and his phone hit a ding, and it said, you've got a new YouTube video. And he was sitting at home, and he pulled it up, and he goes, well, I'm going to watch this video. And it happened to be one of my videos. And in that video, I spent the time talking about how valuable they are and how they're worth it, and how the struggle's worth fighting. And he chose not to make that decision. He chose to make a phone call. He chose to call a hotline. He sent me this text. It was a long email. He sent it to me about 3 months past that moment, and he said he was in counseling and his life was better, and he decided to stay in the fight, and things are getting a lot better. And that just humbled me. The fact that something so simple being used as a vessel to make a difference in somebody's life is so important. So, and Tim, I understand with the deployments, it's hard to talk to people about that because people don't understand, or it just feels like something you just don't want to unpack. And I get that as well. So,
And I'm very humbled with what I do, because I have people who come in my office, and their initial response is that they don't want to be there, they don't want to open up, they're not going to talk to a stranger, you know. And I am amazed and humbled at the fact that people still come in my office and they will share that they are struggling, and that they, you know, want to actually end their lives. And I'm humbled, and I always tell people when they share those things, like, I'm honored that that person has trusted me with their ultimate worst days, and that they're willing to even say, hey, I'm thinking about, I don't want to be here anymore. And I think about it every day, and I'm struggling because I'm a stranger at that point. And I'm like, when people do this on the first meeting, it always blows me away, because I think that is so vulnerable, and you're telling me. And I never want to say, like, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but they do it. And I'm thankful that they do. I'm thankful that they do.
and so we'll close this thing out. And I want to let you know that if you are struggling,
988.
And you just need to talk to somebody, you can always hit me up on, if you hit me up on a comment on this, and you say, hey, I'd love to chat with you, I'll be happy to send you my email, I'll be happy to send you my phone number, and I'm always open to just sit and listen, and help you with whatever you're doing. So that's the fact. And
I love that Fireborn talked about your Meet Me at the Casket video.
that was a hard message.
That was a great one.
That was a hard message.
Yeah, so if you guys haven't seen that one, I recommend it.
So, in closing, Chief's not here. We hit 20. Just saying.
Jamie won a giveaway, and he didn't even know what he won.
Are you going to tell him what he won? Or are you just going to...
No, I'm
let
going to make it a
Steven-
surprise, because I'm going to add to it. Ah, that's hilarious.
I will be locking up the shop as soon as we leave. The studio will be locked up. So, because Sarah would give away my chair.
I love you guys' platform. I love Chief Talk. I love that you do your videos. Sometimes I don't love them because you come in stinking, and I'm like, wah. And sometimes you spend a lot of time that I wish you were spending with me, but that's okay. It's all right.
Sometimes she's glad I'm out here not spending time with her.
That is the skin that I have in the game, by the way. I love you.
So, we're going to close because Chief can't shut down until we shut up. So, we're going to shut up. I love you. I really do. I love you.
I love you.
I even love Chief.
I love my baby boy, too.
So.
My baby boy.
Dan and Diana, y'all just came on.
Hey.
Great to see y'all. We are about to shut down. So, everybody have a great night. Have a great weekend.
I will do that, Sammy. I'll have Steven or Bob get all that stuff.
That's very kind of you, Sammy.
It was. Thanks. I appreciate you supporting me.
And if you go to a barn smoker, go get your hair did. Don't get your feet did. It's not what dudes do. And don't even think about them fingernails. Mm-hmm. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Time to relax. Whew. What are you doing? What are you doing here? Show's over. Go home. Go home. Show's over. What are you waiting for? You waiting for another show? This is a one-ticket entry. Go. Bye. Go.